Amadium, Wapunyaha Kodam, rise and face the east. First, we're going to do the Lord's Prayer first in Hebrew, then in English. Repeat after me. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakawaka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashemayim, Latananawa, Lakam, Ko, Yawam, Wasalachnawa, Kabawatanawa, Kasalachnawa, Kabawatanawa, Wala'ah, Tabi'ainawa, Panasaya 1, Abal, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahapapara, La Awalamyam, Aman, and in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. So be. This is the prayer for the Hakat, the power. Repeat after me. Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shah, Babu Kushah, Latham Nanau, Hakat, La Rapa, Kal Makala, Wakal Madawa, Hakat, La Tahar, Hamatazarayan, Hakat, La Hakwim, Hamathim, Hakat, Arakawak, Hatama'ala, Lagarashan, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shah, Dawada, Aman. And now in the English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you, so be it. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Al-Sha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Hahari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'ain, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'aratazah, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Bailayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makalra, Yashamar, Atnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'atka, Wabawa'aka, Ma'atha, Wa'ai, Awalam. And in the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. So be it. This is Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Repeat after me. Allah. Salakia. Salakia for a second. Got something to handle. Salakia on that. We're going to start Psalms 83 over again. Repeat after me. Alahayim, Al Damayal Laka, Al Thakarash, Wa Al Thashakwa, Al Kayahana, Anawabyaka, Yahama Yawan, Wamashanayaka, Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Al Imaka, Ya'ayamwa, Sawad, Wayata Ata I Atazawat, Al Tazawapanyaka, Amarwa, Makawa, Wanak Kamadian, Magawiya, Wala'a, Ya Zakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Awad, Kayahana, Kayahnawa Tazawa, Lab Yakadwa, Al Yakah, Baryat, Yakatwa, Ahalia, Adawam, Wayashma Alim, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Palashat, Ain Yashabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashwar, Nalawa, Amam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Zarawai, Labanya, Lawat, Salah, Aishab, Laham, Kamadian, Kasa Yasara'a, Kayabian, Banakal, Kwayashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayan Da'aya, Hayawa, Daman, La Dama, Shayakyamwa, Nadabyamwa, Karab, Wakazaaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazamanad, Kal Nasayakyamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarasa, Lanawa, Ab, Naakwa, Ahali, Alahaya, Shayakyamwa, Kagalgala, Quaquash, Lapanya Rakah, Kaash, the Baaria Yaaria, Wakalahaba, Balahat, Harian, Khan, Tharadatma, Basaariaka, Wabawa, Sapatka, Dabahalium, Mala'a, Panyaham, Palawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shabka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayadawa, Salaki, Wayabahawa, Ayai, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadawa, Kaya, Ata, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Ka, Ha Arataza. And now in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. But they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against me, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur is also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zab. Yea, all their princes as Zabad and as Ammona, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, over all, art the Most High over all the earth. This is the blessing for the power structure. Repeat after me. Barakatha Yahweh. Yahweh, Salaki. Barakatha Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shah. Wa Ma Yaka'ala. Wa Alahayim. Matazabayah. Alawat Yahan. Halawapium. Hasaranium. Hakwatazat. Salaki. Hakwatazayanium. Hakayalium, Wa Aquatium, Yahweh, Basham, Yahweh Shah, the water, Aman. And the blessings for the power structure.
And then the English. And then the English. And then the English. And then the English. Repeat after me. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shah. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yohana. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it.
Sar, which means to turn. Yeshab, which means to sit. Right now we are in Leviticus, the 18th chapter, 1 through 7. State your name and trial first.
Justin, one God, one Yahshua.
Justin,
One God, one Yahshua.
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shabarakatah.
Repeat Yahweh, Hashem, Yahshua, Barak, Atom.
So we're in Leviticus 18:1 to 7. If you have the Blue Letter Bible app on your phone, you could go to the Blue Letter Bible app, hit Leviticus 18:1 in the linear, and it should transfer over to the Hebrew in the Assyrian Hebrew, and that's where we're starting at. Leviticus 18:1. First in the Hebrew, then in the English. Wayadabar, Yahweh, al-Mashad, La'amar. Verse 2. Dabar, al-Banya, Yasha'ala, Waya Amara, Alaham, Aniyah, Yahweh, Alahayakam. Verse 3. Kama Shah, Arataza, Matazayam. Matazariam, Ashar, Yasha Patam, Ba, La'a, La'aishawa, Wakama, Aisha, Arataza, Kana'ain, Ashar, Aniyah, Mabaya'a, Atakam, Shema, La'a, La'aishwa, Wabakwat Yiham, La'a, Talakna. Verse 4. Mashapatya, La'aishwa, Wa'at, Kakwatya, Lashamarwa, Lalaka, Baham, Aniyah, Yahweh, Alahayakam. Verse 5. Washamar Thumb, Kakwatya, Wa'at, Mashapatya, Ashar, Ya'aisha, Atham, Adam, Wakaya, Baham, Aniyah, Yahweh, Sab. Verse 6. Ayash, Al, Kal, Ashar, Basharwa, La'ah, Lakarabwa, Lagalawa, Arawa, Aniyah, Yahweh, Sa. Verse 7. Ashawa, Abiyaka, Wawa, Amaka, La'ah, Tagala, Amaka, Hawa'a, La'ah, Tagala, Awawata, Sa. That's it. So you're reading Leviticus 18:1 to 7.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am the Lord, your God, After the doings of the land of Egypt, where you dwelt, shall ye not do, and after the doings of the land of Canaan, without rain, shall ye not do, neither shall ye walk in their ordinances. Ye shall do my judgments and keep thine ordinances to walk there. I am the Lord your God. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am the Lord. Verse 6. None of you shall approach to any that is thereof, kin to him to uncover their nakedness. I am the Lord. Verse 7. The nakedness of thy father or the nakedness of thy mother shall thy not uncover. She is thy mother, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness.
The water. So it says, and the Lord, the Most High, spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel. So this showing you who the Most High was speaking to and who is these laws, statutes, commandments for, which is taught about only in Israel. Leviticus 18:3. And it says, and doing in the land of Egypt, to where Israel was in captivity there. And it says, where ye dwell, ye shall not do the things after doing of the lands of Canaan. The Canaanites are basically Africans in heritage and in lineage. So they are not our people. But these Egyptians, these Canaanites, or basically Africans, it says, whether I bring you, ye shall not do, neither walk in their ordinances. So the Most High said not to do after them or do their ways. That's why Jeremiah 10:2 says, do not the things that the heathens do, which means the things that they practice as far as what they believe in and what they do. Don't follow after them, because why? That's not only adultery, which is serving another God, but you up there doing the things after another nation, which the Most High hates. The Most High set up rules and regulations for us to not only keep us healthy and alive, but to keep us in his good graces. Like if a son do good in their father's eyes by doing all that he commands them to do, that's how the Most High will be with us if we do his laws, statutes, commandments. Verse 4, it says, ye shall do my judgments and keep my ordinances, which means we shall, whatever the Most High told us to do, whether it was to strike down another nation or whether it was to do a certain thing, we got to do the Most High judgments and keep all that he told us to do and to walk therein. I'm the Lord your power. Verse 5, it says, therefore ye shall keep my statutes and my judgments. The statutes are his laws, and the judgments are the penalties for breaking the law. So you got to keep his law, statute, and whatever he commands you to do. It says, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I'm the Lord thy God. So we supposed to be doing his laws, statutes, commandments on a daily basis. But the messed up thing that the Christian church always tell us, oh, we got grace, we don't have to do the law, that was so long ago. Christ said even himself that he has to do the law, that every man that was given the law shall do them and teach them to their children and pass those laws down for our people to do. And that's how we became a great nation and wise, because the law, statute, commandments are our wisdom, is our understanding, is our knowledge. And other nations will look at that and be like, wow, that's a great, powerful nation. That's why today they have devised plans, according to Psalms 8:3 to 18, of trying to make us no more in remembrance, because once we come back and gather ourselves together, as Zephaniah 2:1 say, then these other nations won't fall, because why? We have the Most High mindset of what to do. We have the Most High plans. So these other nations will fall by the wayside, and we will become a great nation again by gathering together under that one consent, which is the Most High in Christ. Then it says, verse 6, none of you shall approach to any that is near kin to him to uncover their nakedness. I am the Lord. That is talk about like you actually have a biological sister and you going to her and you talk about doing something unseemly to her as if she was a single woman out in the world and you didn't know her even though she was an Israelite. That's what that's talking about. You going up to your actual sister that was born by your mother and father and saying, "Oh, I want to do this to you." No, the Most High says not to do that. That can not only cause death, but because Esau and the other nations practice that, that bring a lot of mutations and retardation into the lineage and genealogy line. You can go to somebody who's of your tribe, that's of your nation, but you cannot go to a direct relative like your sister or your brother and be like, "This is what I want to do to you." And verse 7, it says, "The nakedness of thy father or the nakedness of thy mother thou shalt not uncover. She is thy mother, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness." And this is a very specific rule, which means don't uncover the nakedness of your father, which means you ain't supposed to be looking at your father like he's some supermodel. You uncovering his nakedness like you almost want him to a certain lust. When you think about it and you go back into Genesis, how, you know, the father of the Hamites looked upon Noah and he went back and told his brother what Noah looked like underneath his robe and his nakedness. That's the spirit of homosexuality today. Looking at another man's nakedness and going, "Oh, you see him? You see what he got? You see how the size of this?" That's the spirit of a homosexual. And that's why Noah had cursed the father of the Hamites, Ham, because what? He looked upon not only Noah's nakedness, but Noah's wife, her nakedness. So, Noah cursed to be servants unto every nation on the face of the earth. Why do you think the Most High is making, Africa look like a wasteland? They talk about it's so beautiful and glorious. They building it up because wow, we keep stupidly donating to them, giving to a people that hate us. We giving them to the children's funds. We giving them money for this and that. But yeah, what about our own people in our own neighborhood that's of our own nationality, our own nation? We give to all these other nations and we got nothing back but hate and deceit and them making plans to try to exterminate us. So before you go ahead and give to another nation, deal with your people, your nationality, your tribe, your people first before you even want to deal with another nation. It's very unlawful to see your people on the bottom and yet you giving to another nations. Hell no. I'm gonna give to my people. I'm gonna give to the people of my nationality. I'm gonna make sure that my brothers and sisters of my nation is taken care of because that's what Christ had instilled and taught, that if you're going to do for me, do unto that brother or that sister first, not to another nation. And that's what makes us stronger people, when we support each other in everything that we do, not give to another nation. These other nations had no goodwill for us but to fall. And with that, we can continue because we don't have enough reading. 21 cuts. So we in Leviticus 18 and 8, first in the Hebrew. Awa, Asha, Abayaka, La'a, Tagala, Arawa, Abayaka, Hawa'a, Sa. Leviticus 18 and 9. Awa, Akawaka, Ba, Abayaka, Awa, Ba, Amaka, Mawalada, Baya, Awa, Mawalada, Kawataza, La'a, Tagala, Awawaka, Sa. Leviticus 18 and 10. Awa, Ba, Banka, Awa, Ba, Baka, La'a, Tagala, Awawatan, Kaya, Awawaka, Hana, Sa. Verse 11. Awa, Ba, Asha, Abayaka, Mawalada, Abayaka, Akawaka, Hawa'a, La'a, Bagala, Awawaka, Sa. Verse 12. Awawa, Akawa, Abayaka, La'a, Bagala, Ashar, Abayaka, Hawa'a, Sa. Verse 13. Awawa, Akawa, Amaka, La'a, Bagala, Kaya, Ashar, Amaka, Hawa'a, Sa. Verse 14. Awa, Ach, Abayaka, La'a, Bagala, Al, Ashakwa, La'a, Bakarab, Dadaka, Hawa'a, Sa. That's it. So, starting from Leviticus 18 and 8 to 14. If you don't mind, 18 and Leviticus 18 and 8 to 14.
The nakedness of thy father's wife shall thou not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness. Verse 9. The nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, the daughter of thy mother, whether she be born at home or born of old, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover. Verse 10. The nakedness of thy son's daughter or thy daughter's daughter, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover, for there is in thy own nakedness. Verse 11. The nakedness of thy father's wife, daughter, begotten of thy father, she is thy sister, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Verse 12. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister, she is thy father's near Hans woman. Verse 13. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, for she is thy mother's near Hans woman. Verse 14. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother. Thou shalt not approach to his wife, she is thine aunt.
Basically, in Leviticus 18 and 8, it says, the nakedness of thy father's wife, thou shalt not cover, is thy father's nakedness, like looking on the nakedness of your own mother, of you coming from her womb, looking at your father's wife, that's uncovering her nakedness. Just like Ham did to Noah, he uncovered not only his Noah's nakedness, but his wife's nakedness, which that was his mother. Verse 9, it says, the nakedness of thy sister, the nakedness of thy father, the nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, the daughter of thy mother, whether she be born at home or abroad, even the nakedness thou shalt not uncover, which means you ain't supposed to be looking upon your actual sister that is your kin, looking upon her nakedness and thinking other thoughts. Nah, get a get a sister that's out there in the world or in your tribe to look upon that, not your actual sister that was born of your father. Verse 10, it says, the nakedness of thy son's daughter or the nakedness of thy daughter's daughter, even the nakedness thou shalt not uncover, for there is thy own nakedness. Which means you ain't supposed to be looking at your brother's daughter in an impure way. That is against the Most High. Don't uncover her nakedness. Esau has done a lot as far as not only the spirit of homosexuality, but the spirit of pedophilia, the spirit of, loving your mother in an unnatural way, your father in an unnatural way. That's all the spirit of Esau and these other nations. Verse 11, it says, the nakedness of thy father's wife, daughter, begotten of thy father, she is thy sister, thou shalt not cover her nakedness. So any of your family members, you're not supposed to be looking on their nakedness like, ooh, they look good. Say that for the Hatfields and the McCoys. Verse 12, it says, thou shalt not cover the nakedness of thy father's sister, she is thy father's near kinswoman, which means she is your aunt. Don't be up there looking at her, your father's sister, like, oh, she's so beautiful, I'm going to do this to her. No, that's against the Most High. Verse 13, it says, thou shalt not cover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, for she is thy mother's near kinswoman. Verse 14, thou shalt not cover the nakedness of thy father's brother, which is somebody of your uncle, which is your uncle. Thou shalt not approach his wife, for she is thy aunt, which means you ain't supposed to be looking at your father's brother or his wife or anything like that, because that is very not good. That is against the law. So with that, we in Leviticus 18 and 15 to 21. Mario.
Mayakal bangga mayasal. Yahweh Yasa Rakta.
So we're in Leviticus 18 and 15 to 21. First in the Hebrew, then in the English. Awa, Kalaka, La'a, Dagala, Asha, Banka, Hawa'a, La'a, Dagala, Ta, Sa. Verse 16. Awa, Asha, Akayaka, La'a, Dagala, Awa, Akayaka, Hawa'a, Sa. Verse 17. Awa, Asha, Wabata, La'a, Dagala, Ba, Bana, Wa'a, Ba, Bata, La'a, Aquak, Laga, Lawa, Awata, Sha'ara, Hana, Sama, Hawa'a. Verse 18, Leviticus 18 and 18. Washa, Al, Akata, La'a, the Quack, La Tazara, Lagalawa, Awawata, Alaya, Baka Ya, verse 19. Wa'al, Asha, Banada, Tama Atha, La'a, Zakara, Lagalawa, Awawata. Verse 20. Wa'al, Asha, Amayaka, La'a, the Thun, Shakabaka, Lazarai, Latama Aha, Ba. Verse 20. Salaki, verse 21. Verse 21, Leviticus 18 and 21. Wamazarai Ka, La'a, Tathan, Laha Adya, Lama Laka, Wala'a, Nakalal, A, Sham, Alahayika, Aniyah, Yahweh. That's it. So we reading that Leviticus 18 and 15 to 21. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. 18 and 15.
We'll start with this one.
Yeah.
You said 15.
18, 15.
Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law. She is thy son's wife. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. It is thy brother's nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover nakedness of a woman and her daughter. Neither shall thou take her son's daughter, or her daughter's daughter, to uncover her nakedness, for they are her near kinswoman. It is wickedness. Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister to vex her, to uncover her nakedness beside the other in her lifetime. Verse 17, also thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover nakedness as long as she is put apart for her uncleanness. Is that it? Moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with thy neighbor's wife to defile thyself with her. Verse 21, and thou shalt not let any of thy seeds pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of God. I am the Lord.
So we in Leviticus 18 and 15 to 21. It says, thou shalt not uncover the daughter of thy daughter-in-law. She is thy son's wife. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Basically, it's saying if you have a son and your son has a wife, don't uncover her nakedness, because why? That is your son's property. Whoever your sons and daughter marry, if you the father, you ain't supposed to be uncovering their nakedness, because why? That is their property. We ain't supposed to be doing what these other nations doing. Like they got all this pedophilia going on. They got all this taking somebody else's wife and sleeping with their brother this or sleeping with thy sister that. No, the Most High said, for it is wickedness. In verse 17, the Most High said, sleeping with your near kinfolk, your actual biological brother and sister, is wickedness. Verse 18, it says, neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister to vex her. So if you got a wife and you go to her sister and you marry her, don't do it to vex her. Do not do that to make her angry or to vex her or to put strife on her, to uncover her nakedness besides the other in her lifetime. Verse 19, also thou shalt not approach a woman to uncover her nakedness as long as she put apart for her uncleanness. So if you approach a woman to uncover her nakedness and she's unclean, you ain't supposed to be having sex with her, because that is unlawful. That is not, having that being proper. If she have an issue to where she on her monthly, give her time to heal and to cleanse herself as the Most High have her to do, and don't be trying to sleep with her during the time of her blood issue or her monthly. Verse 20, it says, moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with thy neighbor wife to defile thyself with her, which means your neighbor have a wife, and then, so say one more time.
Who is your neighbor?
Oh, your neighbor is a fellow Israelite. That's what it's talking about. When you see in the Bible, when it talk about thou shalt love thy neighbor, it's talking about a fellow Israelite. But in a sense, it's talking about you being that fellow Israelite, not sleeping with his wife or his property. That is a carnal. Verse 21, and a lot of people get this wrong, and we have classes to break down the shield of David, because it is not a star, it is actually King David's name. It says, and thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, which means not sacrifice unto our children to these fake gods. Molech, as you would read once you get the breakdown of it, is a Canaanite idol with a calf's face. Well, is a Moabite god. That Amalek, that Ammon and Moab, the Chinese and Japanese used to worship, which has a calf face with his arms stretched out as to receive something, and has a fire in their belly, and that's where they would sacrifice and take out children. Because when you look at the shield of David, as people so get wrong, that is actually King David's signature, which you have a da and another da and a y, which makes da. If you will look at the ancient Hebrew. So this Molech is actually a Canaanite or basically a Chinese and Japanese god that they used to worship, that the Africans worship, that they was taking out children and sacrificing to, which has the face of a calf or a cow, and basically with his arms stretched out, waiting to receive something that they would take out children and put in the fire of the belly of that fire. So that is not talking about the Magun Dawada, which is King David's signature. And with that, I'll call up the next reader, Amadium. Yes.
Asha, Banga, Manyasal. Yahweh Shem Shabbat.
So we in Leviticus 18 and 22 to 28. First in the Hebrew, then in the English. Wa'ah, Sakar, Wa'ah, Tashakab, Mashakabya, Ashab, Tawa'abah, Hawa'ah. Verse 23. Wabakal, Bahama, Wa'ah, Tathan, Shakabat, Ka, Watama'aha, Ba, Wa'asha, Wa'ah, Ba'amad, Lapanya, Bahama, Larab, Larabaiha, Tabal, Hawa'ah. Verse 24. Leviticus 18 and 24. La'ah, Latama, Awa, Bakal, Allah, Kya, Bakal, Allah, Natama, Awa, Kagawayam, Ashar, Anaya, Mashalak, Mapan Yakam, 25. What the Tama'a, Harataza, Quad, Awana, Alayaha, what with Tak, Ha'arataza a Yeshabiah. Verse 26. Verse 26. Verse 26. What's your marathon? Atham a Aquatia Wa'a Machapatya Wala'a the Aishwa Macau Tawa Iba Hala Haza Rock Wahagar Hagar Batawakam. Verse 27. Kuya A Kau Hatawa Iba Ha'al Ashwa Anashia Arataza Ashar Lapanyakam Wata Tama'a Harataza. Verse 28. Wala'a Bakwaya'a Harataza Atakam Batama'akam Ata Kashar Kwa Aha A Hagawaya Ashar Lapanyakam. That's it. So we're going to read Leviticus 18 and 22 to 28. Leviticus 18 and 22 to 28. Leviticus 18 and 22.
Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind.
It says, "Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind." Talk about a man lying with another man, or a woman lying with another woman, because this applies to women too. That's talk about the homosexuality and lesbianism, especially that which the LGBTB pushes on our people. That the Most High hates lesbianism and homosexuality. So if you lie with a man, lie with a man, or a woman lie with a woman, you have committed an abomination, which is a filthy, wicked act against the Most High.
And it's against God to be a homosexual. You understand? It's against God to be a lesbian. You understand? It's in the Bible. Anything that the LGBT, whatever the hell they talking about, it's against the Bible.
Exactly.
You understand? Dismembering your parts, a man cutting off his rod, that's in the Bible too. It's against the Bible. So what's the dude named Bruce? What's his name?
Bruce Jenner.
You understand? That's against the Bible. That's against the law. You understand? That ain't law. You understand? That ain't no Bible. Go ahead.
Con.
Verse 23. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is a confusion.
It says, "Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself with it." Where you sleeping with an animal or having sex with an animal as you would with a woman, or a woman with a man, or a man with a woman. If you laying down and sleep with them like you sleeping with, like you would lie with the animal or having sex with the animal, that is an abomination too. And it's confusion. The Most High has a man and a woman there to procreate, not to do something with an animal, because y'all are not of the same species. So the Most High is forbidding you to have sex with the animal. And you have seen in the news to where, these other nations, especially Esau, the Edomites, have been getting locked up for having sex with pigs, donkeys, cows, lambs, sheep, and that is an abomination to do. Do not follow the ways of the heathen, or to do anything or walk in their ordinances thereof. Meaning, do not do what these heathen nations do, because why? The Most High will be angry, and the Most High will kill you for it. Go ahead.
Verse 24. Defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, for in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast before you.
It says, defile not yourselves, which means don't make yourself unclean or unworthy by doing any of these things that they do. For all of these nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. So all these nations are filthy and unclean towards the Most High. Because why? These nations, the Most High chose Israel to be his special people unto himself. So everybody after that, if you're not of those 12 tribes, you're not an Israelite, the Most High don't even consider you. He said that the nations are like dung and nothing and less than nothing, and are the drop that falleth from a bucket. So if that's what the Most High think about the other nations, guess what? The Most High saying, don't be like that. Don't do as they do. Do as I command you. That's why he gave us laws, statutes, commandments, to keep us in line, to keep us worthy of his love. These other nations don't have that. So guess what? They're going to try to trick you or have you do as they do so that they can have the Most High not put his love set upon you. Don't do as these other nations do, because the other nations get death daily for doing these things. And we get death for following after their stupid behind. Go ahead.
Verse 25. And the land is defiled therefore. Therefore I do visit the iniquity thereof upon it, and the land itself vomit out her inhabitants.
It says, and the land is defiled, therefore I do visit the iniquity thereupon of it. All these things that the nation had done in the land before the Most High gives to us, the Most High visits upon it by slaughtering them. And the Most High kicks them out of their land and gives it to us. But because we defiled ourselves in front of the Most High doing what these other nations do, the Most High let these other nations take over us and put us into captivity. Go ahead.
Verse 26, ye shall therefore keep my statutes and judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation, nor any stranger that sojourneth among you.
It says, ye shall keep my statutes and my judgments. His statutes are his laws, and the judgments are the penalties for breaking the law. The Most High said you should keep them. And he gave only Israel his law, statute, commandments, which is Psalm 147, 19, and 20. And no other nation had not done that. Because why the Most High did not give the other nations his laws, statute, commandments. And it says that you shall not commit any of these abominations or the things that these other nations do, neither of your own nation or the stranger that sojourneth among you, which means these other nations that cleave into the house of Israel that's traveling with us, if they travel with us as slaves, not as equals. We ain't supposed to be letting them do what they do or go wild. They supposed to be doing what we doing is keep the Most High laws. Go ahead.
Verse 27, for all these abominations have the men of the land done, which were before you, and the land is defiled.
It says, for all these abominations have the men of the land done, which were before you, and the land is defiled. So these other nations have done this in our land, and we defile it by following after them. We ain't supposed to be doing what these other nations do. That's why the Most High gave us these rules and regulations to follow. Because if we was like everybody else, guess what the Most High would do? The Most High would destroy us off the face of earth. We were so hard-headed at one time, the Most High said to Moses, oh, Israel don't want to follow me? Guess what? I'm going to raise up rocks. And you don't want that when the Most High don't put his love upon you. Go ahead.
Verse 28, that the land spew not you out also when ye defile it, and it spewed out the nations that were before you.
It says the land spewed not you out also when you defiled it, and it spewed out the nations that were before you. So the Most High put us into captivity because while we was being hard-headed, we wanted to try to do what we do. We lusted after what the other nations lusted after, and guess what? We ended up over here as a result of breaking the Most High laws by the Most High putting us into captivity under all these nations on the planet. And guess what? That's how we got over to here to America by what? Breaking the Most High's laws, statute, commandments. And because we still want to be hard-headed, that's the reason why we are down out here in the street. That's why the police get away with what they get away with by beating us, killing us, raping us, robbing us, murdering us in all kinds of different ways. Because why? We still want to be hard-headed by not following what the Most High told us to do, which is these laws, statute, commandments. The Most High didn't put these laws, statute, commandments just to save things because he can say it. He did it so that we could live long and be healthy and do what's right according to his will. And with that, Amadium.
Banyak Allah, bangga, banyak Allah. Apa sudah sabar kau?
We in Leviticus 18 and 29 to Leviticus 19 and 5. First in the Hebrew, Leviticus 18 and 29, Kiyah, Kal, Ashar, Ya'isha, Makal, Hatawa, Hawaza, Salakia, Hatawa, Aib, Wa, Hala, Wanaka, Rab, Wanakarath, Wa, Hanapashwa, Aisha, Makorab, Amam. Verse 30, Leviticus 18 and 30, Washamaratham, Af, Masham Rathya, Lavalathya, Aishwak, Makwak, Makwak, Wak, Hatawa, Ibah, Ashar, Na'ishwa, Lapanyakam, Wala'ah, Batama, Awa, Baham, Aniyah, Yahweh, Alahayakam, Pa. Verse Leviticus 19 and 1. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al-Mashah, La'amar. Leviticus 19 and 2. Dabar, Al-Kal, Adah, Banuyah, Yasha'ala, Wa Amara, Alaham, Hudashyam, Tahayawa, Kaya, Padawash, Aniyah, Yahweh, Alahayakam. Verse 3, Leviticus 19 and 3. Ayash, Amawa, Wa'ab Yawa, the Yar Awa, Wa'ah, Shabbatatya, Veshamarwa, Aniyah, Yahweh, Alahayakam. Verse Leviticus 19 and 4. Al, the Panwa, Al, Ha'al, Ha'al, Yal, Yam, Wa'alaya, Mashka, La'ah, the Aishwa, Lakam, Aniyah, Yahweh, Alahayakam. Verse 5. Wakaya, Tazabakwa, Zabak, Shalamyam, La Yahweh, Larataza, Larataza Nakam, Lazataranakam, Tazabak, Hawa, that's it. So you read Leviticus 18 and 29. You're going to stop there at 19 and 5. You're 18 and 29. You're 19 and 5 and stop. So you're going to read from Leviticus 18 and 29 to Leviticus 19 and 5. Yes. 18 and 29.
For whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the souls that commit them, shall be cut off from among their people. Therefore shall ye keep mine ordinance, that ye commit not any of one of these abominable customs which are committed before you, and that ye defile not yourselves therein. I am the Lord.
Stop right there. It says in 29, it says for whosoever. Now, if you want to know who the whosoever is, you go to Acts 2 and 21. It says, for whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the souls that commit them shall be cut off from among their people. So if we commit these abominations, the Most High said He's going to cut your soul from among your people. Verse 30, it says, therefore ye shall keep my ordinances, that ye commit not any one of these abominable customs that was committed before you, and that ye defile not yourselves therein. I'm the Lord your power. So the Most High is saying, don't keep my ordinances, keep my laws, statutes, commandments. Don't do like these other nations. Don't do like these other people out here. Do as I told you to do. And that's like a good father setting up rules for his sons and his daughters to keep them in line, not to be doing as these other nations doing. Because why? They already defiled and unclean. But us, we are going to do as the Most High say, me and my house, and you and your house, as being one of the 12 tribes, going to do as the Most High command us to do. Go ahead.
Verse 1, and the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, speak unto all the congregation, children of Israel, and say unto them, ye shall be holy, for I, the Lord God, I'm holy.
That right there. It says, so this was the Most High speak unto Moses, speak unto the children of Israel, all the congregation of Israel, saying, ye shall be holy, for I am the Lord, your power am holy. So the Most High saying, you're going to be holy because why? I'm holy. And holy means separate. So the Most High, when He chose us, separated us from the whole world and chose us out of all the nations of families on the face of the earth. So we separate from everybody else because why? We so special that the Most High chose us to give His law, statute, commandments unto you. So if the Most High is separate and holy, guess what? We separate and holy too, and not a daggone person on this earth can say otherwise. Because why? It's etched in stone. It's in the scriptures. The Most High chose to say this, and guess what? When the Most High says something, His words go into fruition, and it goes out and never come back void. So it's direct and etched in stone. Go ahead.
Ye shall fear every man his mother and his father, and keep my Sabbaths. I am your power. Turn ye not into idols, or nor make to yourselves molten gods. I am the molten gods. I am the Lord God.
Stop right there. It says, ye shall fear every man, so his mother, his father, and keep my Sabbath. So you know the Sabbath starts on Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. It is not Sunday, because it says the Most High told us to work 6 days and on the seventh you rested. So this is showing you how the Christian church lie. How is the Sabbath going to be the first day of the week and the last day of the week, which they claim is Sunday. But if you count correctly, from Sunday to the end of the week, you get Saturday, and that's the Sabbath which you shall do rest. And Sabbath is a word which comes from the word Shabbat, which means to rest. So that's where Saturday gets it. And then it says, "You shall keep my Sabbath. I am the Lord thy power." So we ain't supposed to be doing no work therein. But because of how we are today and the things that we have to go through, we have to keep the Sabbath, which is come in here and do the work of the Lord as required. And verse 4, it says, "Turn not unto idols, nor make unto yourself molten gods." The idol is statues that these other nations worship, and they do. Like, for instance, that rock in Mecca is an idol. That so-called fat, womishly looking Buddha is an abomination, is an idol. It's basically a homosexual with makeup on. That's what Buddha is. And the Most High said, or any kind of statue that you worship, and you're not doing these law, statute, commandments, the Most High is angry at that. That's why when we made that golden calf, the Most High had Moses not only destroy it, but the Most High punished us for worshiping things like that. And worshiping another nation's God or another idol is, guess what? And people don't know this, but it's in the scriptures. Just like if you will worship that rock in Mecca or that cross, that is idolatry, which is what? Worshiping another God, which is an abomination unto the Most High. The Most High said to fear and to do his law, statutes, commandments. So if you up there worshiping some golden calf or some cross or some fake rock in Mecca that need a sledgehammer to it, you are basically committing adultery. People thinking adultery is you going from one woman to another woman. No, adultery is worshiping another idol that the Most High did not tell you to worship, or another God. Go ahead, verse 5.
And if ye offer a sacrifice of peace offerings unto the Lord, ye shall offer it at your own will.
So basically, this is talking about in 5, the peace offering to the Lord, ye shall offer it at your own will. Is talking about a free will offering, which basically you giving after you done paid your tithes and offerings, you up there giving something freely of yourself or what you can give. And you know what? That helped build the nation strong, because some of the poor of our people don't have. So you would give that free will offering to help them in their time of need. And with that, I'm out of here.
Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Brakatah. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Brakatah.
Yeah, let him come out first. This just feels like so. After I read the Hebrew, you will read Leviticus 19 and 6 to 12. Leviticus 19 and 6 in the Hebrew. Vayawam, Zabakam, Yakal, Mamach, Wahavatar, Id, Yawam, Hashal Yashya, Ba'ash, Yasharak. Leviticus 19 and 7. Ba'am, Hakal, Yakal, Bayawam, Hashal Yashya, Pagawal, Hawa'ah, Ba'ah, Yaratazah. So like Yaratazah. Verse 8. Wa Kaudiwa, Awanwa, Yasha'ah, Ya'ah, Padash, Yahweh, Kalal, Wanaka, one of Kar, Tha, Hanapash, Hawa'a, Ma'anya. Verse 9. Leviticus 19:9. Wabak, Tezarakam, Tezayar, Ara Tezakam, Ma'a, Thakala, Pa'a, Shadka, Lakwat Tazar, Walakwat, Tezayarka, Ma'a, Thalakwat. Verse 10. Wakaranka, Ma'a, Da'awalau, Waparat, Karamka, La'a, Dalakwat, La'anya, Walagar, Da'azab, Atham, Aniyah, Yahweh, Alahayakam. Verse 11. La'a, Daganabwa, Wala'a, Testing. There you go. La'a, Daganabwa, Wala'a, Dakakashwa, Wala'a, Dasakwarwa, Ayash, Ba'an Yahwa. Verse 12. Wala'a, Dashabaiwa, Bashamya, Lashakwar, Wakal La, Sham Alahayaka, Aniyah, Yahweh. That's it.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 6. It shall be eaten the same day he offered it, and on the morrow, and it ought remain until the third day. It shall be burnt in the fire. Verse 7.
It says it shall be eaten the same day ye offer it. This is talking about food or an animal that you prepared, and it says it ought to be burnt on the third day by fire. Talking about leftovers and things. Go ahead.
Verse 7. And if it be eaten on the third day, it is abominable. It shall not be accepted.
And it's saying if you eat it on the third day, it is abominable. Because why? The Most High already told you to burn it on the third day with fire, and it shall not be accepted. Talk about you offering that animal, whatever you cook on that third day. The Most High already done told you to burn it, and you're gonna try to offer it anyway. The Most High said it is. The Most High saying it is not right for you to offer it after the Most High said to burn it on the third day with fire. Go ahead.
And that's an important point. I hear this a lot. You hear this a lot as well. Wanted to bring out this point. A lot of times people will see different things in the law because of Christianity, and it'll lead them to believe that because of, they couldn't clean the food or they couldn't preserve the food or the meat properly, that's why the Lord said that you couldn't eat certain foods, so you had to throw things away because they didn't have a refrigerator or they couldn't preserve the food. That is not the case. The Lord said, throw it away. The same way the Lord said pork and crab and shrimp is not clean. It don't have anything to do with your ability to clean it, cook it, or season it properly. The Lord said not to eat it and throw it away. That's why you don't eat it, and that's why you throw it away. Because the Lord said so. All right? Verse 8. Therefore, everyone that eateth it shall bear his iniquity, because he hath profaned the hallowed thing of the Lord, and thy soul shall be cut off from among his people.
It says, therefore, everyone that eats shall bear his iniquity, which means bear your sin, because he hath profaned the hallowed thing of the Lord, and his soul shall be cut off from among the people. So basically, you going against what the Most High told you to do, and you trying to do your own thing. That is not what the Most High had commanded you to do. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And when ye reap the harvest of your land,
Thou shalt not wholly reap the corners of thy field, neither shalt thou gather the gleanings of thy harvest.
And it says, and when you reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not wholly reap the corners of thy field, neither shall you gather the gleanings of your harvest. This is talking about after you done harvest everything, and yet there's some left over. You're supposed to leave that, because why? Because of the poor. We're supposed to take care of the poor of our people. So you don't totally clean out or take the crops of your whole fields and then have it for yourself. You're supposed to leave some for the poor.
And that's very important there. Just to add on to what the brother was saying, you're supposed to leave it for the poor. The rich of our people, is the wealth and the rich that you have is supposed to make sure that you have more enough to provide for your people. A lot of times you see these millionaires and things, like for example, Rick Ross and Jay-Z. I see tons of music videos where you have men who are millionaires, if not multi-millionaires in the hundreds of millions of dollars, that have hundreds of acres of land. And that land is supposed to be filled with trees, with fruits and grapes and all manner of things, so that the poor of your people don't end up begging a racist monster like George Bush or Donald Trump. And at the request of you sterilizing yourself so you can't have kids, or aborting your babies, or kicking your husband, the father of your children, out the house, the white man will cut you a deal and give you a crumb of some poisonous food that's going to be recalled very soon. Like, we were never supposed to be dependent on another race of people. And because of the Christian church and how selfish and how unbrotherly they teach our people to be, with that I'm saved, every man for himself, personal salvation, personal relationship with Jesus garbage, that teaches our people to be absolute monsters. When we should be able to depend and eat whether you are poor or not, because the rich of our people have more than enough. They're supposed to set these things aside for their people. It is very much their responsibility. You understand? That's what the Lord is saying. All right?
Verse 10. And thou shalt not glean thy vineyard, neither shalt thou gather every grape of thy vineyard. Thou shalt leave them for the poor and the stranger. I am the Lord your God.
See, that's why the reason why the Most High told you not to completely clean out, because you're supposed to leave some for the poor and the stranger. Go ahead.
And that's an extremely important point, which cannot be stressed enough. What happens when black people, Hispanics, and Native Americans are poor? What happens when you can't feed your family because you're poor, or you lost your job, or you had to run for your life fleeing from Mexico and El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala because of a civil war and a drug war that the white man started in America? When you got to run for your life from rival drug gangs in your city, in your neighborhood, it brings an atmosphere of crime. It brings an atmosphere of depression, of do or die, of cutthroat, of kill or be killed. Now imagine you trying to feed your family, and you could go to LeBron James and his plantation and his hundreds of acres where you could get grapes and fruits and vegetables to feed your family. You wouldn't have no need, which it isn't a need now, but because of Christianity, it's created this condition following America and the white man, where you could get your food from LeBron James. You don't need an EBT card, which the white man can cut off, or have to eat food, which the white man can fill with pesticides. You will be able to go to your own people, which is exactly what's supposed to happen, man.
Verse 11. You shall not steal, neither deal falsely, neither lie one to another. Verse 12. And you shall not swear by the name thy God. I am the Lord.
One more time, Bubba Shaw.
Verse 12. And ye shall not swear by the name of thy God. I am the Lord.
So verse 12 is saying you shall not swear falsely by the Most High name. You taking the Most High name in vain by saying, oh, I love God, I love this, I love that, but not keeping one of the commandments. Also, you up there talk about how you love God, but then hating your brother. You using the Most High name in the wrong way, and the Most High will kill you for that. A lot of these times, the churches up there use the Most High name for everything. Oh, God is my Savior, God is this, God is that. but yet you forget that the pathway to the Most High is through not only Christ, but doing these laws, statutes, commandments. So you leaving yourself out there to be taken down by the Most High judgment because you swear falsely on the Most High name and you used it in vain. The Most High put his judgments out there to teach us a lesson, give us these laws, statutes, commandments, to keep us in line like a good father. But because you want to swear up and down with the Most High name, the Most High bring judgment on you, which is your brother getting killed in the street. You up there being beat by the police. You up there talking about you love God, but you're not keeping one commandments. How much of a hypocrite are we going to continue to be, and the Most High keep on casting his judgments on us? These things don't happen to us for no coincidence. They happen because the Most High do these things to us because we swear falsely by his name. Just like you don't want nobody to take your name out of context to say he did this or he did that, don't you keep on taking the Most High name out of context either. Go ahead. Well, that was it. God. So, Amadium, just the last read. Justin. Justin. Justin, shop. State your name and tribe. Justin. Michael.
Mayakawa, Banga, Banga Shah. Yahweh Shem Yahusha Barakatah.
We're in Leviticus 19 and 13 to 19 in the Hebrew. Leviticus 19 and 13. La'ah, La'ashah, Raika, Wala'ah, Tagazal, La'ah, Belayan, Pa'ala, Shakayar, Ataka, Aqua. Verse 14, La'ah, Shakalau, Karash, Walapanya, Awar, La'ah, Tatan, Makashal, Wayar, Mala Halyaka, Aniyah, Yahweh. Verse 15, Ba'ad, the Aishwa, Awal, Bama Shapat, La'ah, the Sha'ah, Panya, Dal, Wala'ah, the Hadar, Panya, Gadawal, Batazadak, the Shapat, Amayaka. Verse 16, La'ad, Dalaka, Rakayal, Ba'an Yaka, La'ad, Ba'imad, Al, Dam, Ra'aika, Aniyah, Yahweh. Verse 17, La'ad, Fashana'ah, Akayaka, Balababka, Hawakak, the Wak Yak, Amayaka, Wala'ah, Tasha'ah, Aliwak, Kata'ah. Verse 18, La'ad, the Kwam, Wala'ad, the Tar, Banya, Amaka, Wahabah, Laraika, Kamawaka, Aniyah, Yahweh. verse 19. Kwakya, Bashamarwa, Bahamatka, Ba'a, Tharab Ya'an, Kala Yam, Shadka, Ba'a, Dazarai, Kala Ayam, Wabagad, Kala Yam, Sha'atanza, Ba'a, Ya'ila, Alo Yika, Pa. That's it. So you reading. So you're reading Leviticus 19 and 13 to 19.
Thou shalt not defraud. Leviticus 20, verse 13. Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor, neither rob him. The wages of him that is hired shall not abide with thee all night until the morning.
It says, thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor, which means you ain't supposed to be lying to your neighbor or taking something from him in a thieving way. You ain't supposed to lie to your neighbor in that sense. Neither rob him. You ain't supposed to be thinking of ways to do wrong to your neighbor by robbing him through any kind of means or devices or plans. And it says, the wages of him that is hired, thou shalt not abide with thee all night until the morning. So you ain't supposed to keep what somebody has worked for, a fellow Israelite. You ain't supposed to keep his money with you all day. You're supposed to pay him before the sun get down, and that's a law. Go ahead. Okay. Oh, it's like at the end of your shift, that Israelite's supposed to get paid. Go ahead.
Verse 14, thou shalt not curse the deaf, or nor put a stumbling block before the blind, but shalt fear thy God. I am the Lord. Verse 15,
Stop for a second. Stop. It says, thou shalt not curse the deaf. The deaf is talking about somebody who can't speak or somebody who can't hear. Either one. You ain't supposed to be cursing at them because why? You're not seeing their disability. You up there trying to speak to them and they can't hear, so you curse them out and get mad about it. Or with somebody who can't speak, you yelling at them, they can't yell back. And it says, don't put a stumbling block before the blind. So you ain't supposed to be putting something in front of a blind man way, because why? He's trying to feel his way to get to the place that he's getting. And only nations like Esau, put ways in front of the blind. Go ahead.
So too, that's to teach some Israelites to don't be cruel like that. That's being cruel towards your brother. To do something like that, if you remember when you was in school, the bullies would pick on the guy who was weak,
Exactly.
some wrong stuff. That's what he's trying to show us also, to don't be that way towards each other.
Yes.
Right? You know what I'm saying? And of course, the other nations should not be doing those things too, but we got the Edomites who are bullies, and they will do something like that. You know what I'm saying? We're not to do that with each other.
That's the great point. You ain't supposed to be being that cruel to somebody with that kind of disability. You ain't supposed to do it, period. Go ahead.
Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty, but in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor.
Stop.
You should not do what it say, unrighteousness?
Unrighteousness.
You should not do unrighteousness.
God.
It goes to the point. See how he came back and said, you shall do no unrighteousness? Being cruel to your brother, that should, excuse my language, that's unrighteous. You know what I'm saying? Being unbrotherly, period, is unrighteousness. Not caring about your nation, period, is unrighteous. I know you want to say something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not considering if whether or not this brother or that brother might have and impediments such as being deaf
Come
or
on.
blind. He
Come
probably has a
on.
short hand. He probably short in height. We don't know what's going on with this brother. We ain't supposed to be unrighteous. Go ahead.
Come. An excellent what Cat brought out, man. I had a precept for that in Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 and verse 11. It says, laugh no man to scorn in the bitterness of his soul, man. You don't think this blind man or this deaf man know that he can't see and everybody else can see? You don't think this handicapped brother or sister know that their legs don't work?
And yours the beautiful part, he make it specific in the bitterness of his body.
In the bitterness of his soul.
You have to have.
Come.
Then you need not say no more.
And right,
You're
sir.
blind, man. Your life is, you know what I'm saying? What if you got something, like I said, something that's holding you back?
Come.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be that.
Come. And this, come, sir, says, laugh no man to scorn in the bitterness of his soul, for there is one which humbleth and exalteth. You may end up blind one day. You may lose your eyesight to diabetes, or your foot, or your leg. You may end up paralyzed. You may end up going deaf. You understand? Don't laugh at your brothers and sisters. Children do this all the time. And I watch documentaries. A lot of times you see people that grow up to be serial killers. I watched the Isupk brother who said he became a mass murderer. He was a hitman, killing people, everything. He said they used to tease me every day about the way that I talked in my big ears. They used to always make fun of me. And then one day, I started killing people and they stopped making fun of me. And every time I felt like someone was making fun of me, I would kill them. That brother murdered probably 30 people because in the bitterness of his soul, his brothers used to tease him as a child. The Lord said, don't do it. All that journaling and, oh, look at your shoes, look at your hair. That's against the Lord, man.
And it's so heavy that why we guys communicate.
Come.
You can make both of those minds come to one accord in that, no, I'm not going to be the bully because I've been bullied by the white man. Why would I want to be a bully towards another that's weaker than me, even though the white man has been a bully to me? See that? Them brothers that acting a bully towards that brother was because they themselves are destroyed and have nobody to tell them what we can tell them here in the school.
Damn right.
Nobody to stand them up and say, listen, brother, don't be this way. You see how they are? Let's not be like those people. These people are cruel. These people will make you feel bitter. These people will make you feel less than a person. Let's not be that.
Come, sir. Thank you.
Wow, sir.
Verse 16, thou shalt not go up and down as a tail burner among thy people. Thou neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am the Lord. Verse 7.
That right there. It says, thou shalt not go up as a talebearer, up and down as a talebearer amongst our people, spreading rumors, saying things that are not true. About you should not. It's saying you should not go up and down as a talebearer, spreading rumors, talking about people behind their back, doing things that are unseemly and not accustomed to our people to do. Neither shall you stand against the blood of thy neighbor, trying to hang with another nation to fight someone of your own nationality, your own people. That is wrong. The Most High is telling you this, because he said, I am the Lord. So these are the things that we shouldn't do. You see Esau spreading rumors of wars and wars of wars, and, basically doing like another nation is absolutely wrong and against the Most High.
So what's the other way to say tell that?
Liar. Gospel.
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 You want to say it?
I was going to say snitch, but it's not unlawful.
Okay, no.
That's
we know that because Joseph snitched on the brother.
God, snitch is not
You know what I'm
unlawful.
saying? Slander, you heard that?
Slander.
That's not.
Meaning, you're saying something to defame somebody.
Exactly. You're exactly right, sir. They do it all the time in court, slander somebody's character or character in court.
The court
defamation of character. Exactly. Go ahead.
Verse 17, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart, thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Also gotta help the brother learn how to read. That's why he's coming to Sabbath, not just to do the Sabbath. This should be a classroom too. So when he's reading the Bible, you gotta help him how to read it the right way. Because he's joining everything together. If you read everything as if it's one line, are you gonna get the context? So that's why it's your job to help him out. Stop when you read it and there's a comma, a decimal point, whatever, you gotta stop it and say read it again and explain to him. When you see these commas, these punctuation marks, you stop right there. Read it like this. Put this type of spirit behind the wordings. That's your job. That's whoever's doing the Sabbath service. That's their job. They're supposed to be like a class in Israel. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you go to first grade, second grade, you know, they give you sight words, right? And if you don't say it right, the teacher will explain it and tell you how to say it properly. That's your job.
Come on,
17.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
It says, thou shalt not hate the brother in thy heart, which meaning you ain't supposed to be hating your brother because you got something against him. You ain't supposed to be hating your brother because he got something that you want. You ain't supposed to be hating your brother in your heart, which is your mind or in your spirit at any time. You supposed to dislike what he's doing if it's against the law, but not hate your brother just to hate him.
He's saying thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. So there's a parallel to that. Somebody tell me. Based on what we just read, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. There's a parallel.
17.
No, based off that little part you just read. If you think, right? A little bit. Scratch your head. It's a real easy answer. It doesn't say about your enemy, does it?
Wow.
Right?
Exactly.
You could hate your enemy.
Come on,
We just can't touch a hair on it. But you could hate the white man. Now, there's a time and place for when you're around them, and if you got to do business with them, of course, or when you stay with them, of course, there's a time and place. And when we hear, when something is happening major, like, what's the major thing that's going to happen?
Deportation.
Yeah, you know about this, right? Tomorrow?
Kidnap, this
Oh, I see.
Let's call it what it is. What's really happening?
Racism and
No,
kidnapping.
no, one word.
Kidnapping.
One word. He gave an order to kick all the ones that are overstayed, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was what he said. Well, we got a court order to leave and didn't leave. They're going to get removed by ICE, right? What's the one word in reality? The word purge.
Oh,
Purge
God.
and snap, right? That's what's really going on. This is purging the Israelites.
And it mentioned about it getting rid of the tribe of Levi by the end of 2019 as well.
That's what I said.
Come will come. Purge Israel.
You know, if you know, have y'all been watching the news? Have y'all seen the pictures and the videos of the detention center? Tell me if you've seen it in African or Chinese people.
Lie.
I thought it was about immigrants.
Exactly.
It ain't about immigrants. It's about Israel. That's what I want to see.
Exactly. Me myself, I've been watching Univision, and it's like, man, you can't watch it without getting
I don't
angry.
even watch them. Them niggas are set up. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Rejecting and say taking advantage of the moment to report something to do nothing about it.
Come on,
This
God.
high school university president now that I don't know. We are doing something about it.
Damn right.
Come on, God. Go ahead.
Put in thine heart, thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and
Stop.
thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him.
It says, thou shalt not in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. So if you see your neighbor doing something, you're supposed to correct them. But because you choose not to, you're going to suffer sin not only upon him, but upon yourself. Go ahead.
Verse 18, thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord.
Stop. It says, thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people. So if it's somebody of your own nation, you ain't supposed to bear a grudge to where you get ready to fight them in order to kill them. So you ain't supposed to be holding nothing against them because of a little issue. You're supposed to go to that brother or that sister and do what? Discuss your issues between each other instead of directly taking revenge, because why? That's against the Most High.
And this is so very important, to keep you from murdering your brother. All of the murders that are happening in Baltimore and in D.C. and in Memphis, Tennessee, and in Richmond and Roanoke and Norfolk, and every Black, Hispanic, or Native American community, 90% or so or more of the murders that are happening is brothers and sisters getting revenge on each other. Our custom in the Bible is not to just sit and talk behind somebody's back and hate them for 100 years. That's a white man's Christian culture. Hear no evil, speak no evil. That's a heathen custom. The Bible says if your brother offend you, you must go to he and be alone. If they do something that you don't like, it is very important that you be able to go to a brother. It's very important you be able to go to a sister and that you hear your brother or sister. Because you don't forgive by magic. Forgiveness is not magic. The default thing to do is to hate them. You understand? And want to get revenge on them. That's the society we live in. That's the Christian, capitalist, democratic society. You understand? And to avoid that, you need to be able to go to he and be alone. So that there's an issue or there's something that's being done, you can discuss it with each other before Twitter and Instagram and TMZ and Jerry Springer get to it, and then you end up having brothers and sisters murdering each other. That's how you stop this. That's burying a grudge in your heart against your brother. You understand? Against your sister. The Lord is saying, don't do it. Read them.
Ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse. With a diverse kind. Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed.
It says, thou shalt not gender thy cattle with a diverse kind. You understand? You got different kinds of cattle. You got different kinds of livestock. You got sheep, you got goat, you got ox, you got bison, you got buffalo, all different kinds of livestock there is. You understand? If you are going to sell meat, you understand, you don't want to be selling someone half beef, half sheep, half goat, you understand? Otherwise, the same thing is said with your garments. Tell a brother or sister what they are getting if you're going to sell that to them. The Lord is saying, make sure, don't gender your cattle with a different kinds. Make sure.
What does it mean, gender your cattle? Hold up.
You said gender your cattle? Like breed them with diverse cattle.
Explain it like that.
Cattle with kind.
Give an example.
Cattle with kind. Don't breed your cattle with a diverse kind, meaning don't take a buffalo and breed it with a regular cow. Don't take a sheep and then try to breed the sheep with a cattle or breed the sheep with a buffalo or breed the sheep with a goat or a donkey. Like the white man makes all of these mixed crosses and all of this nonsense, and it damages the animals, it does everything, man. The Lord said, let only the sheep mate with the sheep. The white man try to force everything to mate and have sex with other things. You understand?
That's a great example also to show that we, even though there's many different species of humans, we're not to mingle
with the other nations, the other types, the other kinds.
And if you think about it, if you look at the animal, the natural animal world,
Right.
how many species, like I was bringing up, how many species of ants do you have? They're all ants. You have the bullet, right? You have the bull ant, the fire ant, XYZ. But you don't see them mingling. Every, like the scripture even tell you, every kind.
Love of this kind. The Lord is not for
consort to his own kind, is also what it says.
The Lord don't want other species and races mixing together. The Lord is against that. Wolves go with wolves, sheep go with sheep, black women go with black men, Hispanics and Native Americans. Like the Lord is not about what's that movie with all the animals run away in the zoo?
Hold on. And it's so good with Israel.
Hold on.
It's so good with
Right.
Israel because you see, you got 12 flavors to choose from.
Damn right.
The Negro don't necessarily have to stay with a black sister.
Damn
If
right.
you want a Native Indian woman,
Damn right.
shalom. If you want a sister from Argentina, shalom.
Damn right.
You know, you want a Puerto Rican, whatever, shalom. You still stay within your species.
Your kind. Kind will come.
See that?
God will come. That's what the Lord is, the animals don't do it. It's completely unnatural and it should not be. The white man makes that. And like the brother was saying, Madagascar, that's a Disney movie fantasy. If you put a lion in there with a sheep, the lion is going to kill the sheep. The lion is going to kill the hippo. They're going to fight. They're supposed to fight. They do not belong together. God made every species to be separate with its own kind. It's right there in the law.
And on top of that, doing that messes up something else.
God will come. It messes up everything.
The natural order.
The natural order, the genetics, the health of the species, and the ecosystem. God will come.
Like the Lord, he's such a brilliant mind. It's hard to even understand why. When you think about it, have you ever sat down and think about what the Lord did? It's like you can't, you really can't, because how he made, like to us it's nothing. To us, like a lot of times we don't got time to be thinking about it. But if you sat down and think about it scientifically, that damn, the Lord made this ecosystem that recycles. You ever thought about that?
God will come. And it tells you all about it in the Bible. How the clouds distill, where the snow and the ice come from, how the people die and your spirit is recycled back on the earth. The animals reproduce their own back on the earth. God will come. It's all in the Bible.
Muhammad said, life begins when death happens. He said, take a look at an onion. Right? When the onion on top is withering, what's happening at the same time? New life is sprouting out. That's dope. So like you said something important. I took it out
You took that idea.
Oh, God, I know that's why the Most High say my ways are higher than your
You
ways.
That's why the Most High say my ways are higher than your ways, my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. So my ways and my thoughts are higher than your ways and thoughts.
He also said, my thoughts are not your thoughts.
Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed.
And he's saying, sow thy field with mingled seed. The Lord don't want you mixing different fruits and vegetables and things, man. If you plant the carrots here, put the potatoes in a separate place, put the grapes in a separate place. The Lord is about order. Everything belongs where it's supposed to be. Don't plant the carrots and the celery and the potatoes in the same spot. They all supposed to have their own area. Same with people, same with the animals, same with the fish. Some fish belong in the lake, some fish belong in the ocean. Everything the Lord has a specific order for how he wants things to go.
And on top of that, if you wanted certain fish to cross, there's a fish for that too. If you live in both salt water and fresh water.
Come.
It's like that. I think the tuna does that. They will spawn it, they will go from the salt water into the fresh water so they can spawn, and then they go back down into the salt area.
Come.
He has his way.
Neither shall garment mingled of linen, and woolen come upon thee.
That's another thing. A garment of linen and woolen come upon thee. Meaning this is not unlawful. But if you want to sell someone a linen garment, make sure that it's 100% linen. Otherwise, tell them it's 50% linen. It's got a little polyester in there, a little of that. Just like the tags on your shirts. Don't defraud your brother.
Easier way, he wants everything balanced.
Come.
You can't say this is 100% cotton and it's 50% polyester, but the label says 100%. And we clear that. Because you don't hear some Israelites, how you gonna wear a cotton shirt and some polyester pants?
Yeah.
That's not what it's saying.
Right.
If the polyester pants are 100, we just don't want that mingling. So that we, like you said, defraud another person of what they're paying for.
Come. And this is a heathen culture. That's what the Lord said. Don't be like a heathen. If you're going to sell 100% cotton, make sure it's 100% cotton. That's why the previous scripture said, don't lie to your brother. Don't defraud your brother, your sister. Don't tell her this dress is this and it's not 100% silk. Don't lie to them.
You want to take the time if you've done it? You have 15 to do it. Is he finished? Come.
Oh, yes, sir.
This is my word.
Mighty men of Israel prepared to select the men of Israel heard up thy Lord.
Slow down.
Men of Israel.
Nope. Imagine what Panya put down
Amadi Wapanyaha Padam
means
rise and face the east.
This was that. Everybody's supposed to rise. Yeah.
First, we're going to do the Lord's Prayer. First in Hebrew, then in English. Repeat after me. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Wadash.
Wadash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shamkah.
Shamkah.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Malakwatah.
Malakwatah.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah. Got the mic.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha,
Aisha.
Barataza,
Barata.
Hawa,
Hawa.
Haya,
Hayah.
Bashamayim,
Hashemayim.
Lutalnanawa,
Thundernow.
Lakam,
Lakam.
Ko,
Cow.
Yawam,
Yawam.
Wasalaknau,
Wasalaknow.
Kabawatinau,
Kabawatnow.
Kasalaknau,
Kasalaknow.
Kabawatinau,
Kabawatnow.
Walaa,
Wala.
Tabiainau,
Wabiaynow.
Panasayawam,
Other side of one.
Abo,
Above.
Hawashainau,
Abishaynow.
Mayan,
Maya.
Ran,
Ryan.
Kaya,
Maya.
Laka,
Lakam.
Hamalakwa,
Amalakwa.
Waha'ala,
Wahala.
Wahataplara,
Wahala.
La Awalanum,
Walamyam.
Aman.
Aman.
Which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts,
as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. And so be it.
This is for Hakak, the power will be after me. Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Papa Bashar, Rabban Manawa, Hakak, Hakak, Larapah, Karamakala, Wakamadawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakak, Lahathim, Hamathim, Hakak, Awakawa, Hatama'ala, Lagarasham, Ba'asham, Yahushua, the bottom, Aman.
In the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you. So be it.
Psalm 121. Psalm 121 in the Hebrew, repeat after me. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Hahari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ain, Yahweh, Asham, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al-Yatam, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yahwam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayishan, Shawamah, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamayanka, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'ad, Yakaka, Wayarak, Palayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makarai, Yashamar, Akmapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Wabawaka, Ma'ata, Wa'ai, Awalam. Aman.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. You will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slip, will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, even forevermore. So be it.
Alahayim, Al-Damayalaka, Al-Pakarash, Wa Al-Pashakwat, Al-Kiyahuna, Anawabyaka, Awayabyaka, Yahama Yawan, Wamashanayaka, Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Al-Imaka, Ya'ayamwa, Ya'ayamwa, Sawad, Wayata Itazawa, Altazawapanyaka, Altazazap, Wanyaka.
You know what Zapawan, right? Right? You're saying out Zapawan,
Out to the
out to Zapawan,
out to the zap your one yaka.
out to Zapawan,
Out to zap one yaka.
there you go. Out to Zapawan, keep going.
Out to zap one yaka.
Out to Zapawan,
Amarawa, Lakawa, Wana Kamani, Salaki, Wana Kakidam, Magawaya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yashala, Awad, Kaya, Nawa Tazawa, La, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Oya, Yakatwa, Yakaratwa, Ahalia, Adawam, Wa Yashma Ali, Mawa'aba, Wahagariam, Gabal, Wa Amawan, Wa Amalak, Palashak, Amishabi, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Lanawa, Amam, Hayawa, Sarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha Laham, Kamadian, Kasa Yasara'a, Kayabi, Banakal, Payashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayan Da'aria, Bayan Da'ara, Hayawab, Daman, Ladama, Shayatamwa, Shayatamwa, Nadabyamwa, Nada Yab Mawa, Kai Arab, Wakazaaba, Wakazabat, Wakatazalmanai, Kal Nasakyamwa, Kal Nasayakimwa, Kal Nayasa, Kal Nasayak, Kal Nasayakamwa, Kal Nayasa Kamwa, Kal Nasayakamwa.
You gotta slow down in your mind, right? Kal Nasayakamwa.
Kal Nasayakamwa.
Kal Nasayakamwa. Let's go.
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Nasha, Nayarasha,
Nayarasha,
Lanawa,
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 Naatwa,
Naawa,
Alahaya,
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 Shayakamwa,
Shayakamwa,
Sayatamwa,
Shayakamwa,
Kagagala,
Kagagala,
Kwash,
Kwash,
Lapanya Raka,
Lapanya Raka,
Kaash,
Kaash,
Saba'arya Ya'arya,
Tabaira, Yaira,
Saba'arya Ya'ira,
Tabaira, Yaira,
Wakalaha,
Wakalaba,
Kalaha,
Kalaha,
Harim,
Arya,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradatma,
Tabadatma,
Basa Aryaka,
Vasa Arya,
Bas Wabasawapaka,
Wabasawapaka,
Dabahalium,
Tabahalam,
Dabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panyahan,
Panyahan,
Palawan,
Palawan,
Wayabakwaswa,
Wayakwashwa,
Shamka,
Shankar,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabahawa,
Wayabahawa,
Ya'ai,
Ayai,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayapawa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayadawa,
Wayadaiwa,
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 Kaya,
Kaya,
Ata,
Apa,
Shamka,
Shankar,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Labaka,
Labaka,
Aliwan,
Aliwan,
Alkal,
Al-Kal,
Alkal,
Al-Kal,
Karatazan.
Al-Ratazah.
Aman.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh,
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
and hold not thy peace,
Hold not thy peace.
and be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult,
Thy enemies make it
and they that hate thee
They that hate
have lifted up their head.
up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
Take graphic counsel
against thy people,
against thy people.
and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Israel, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, the Gog, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre, Answer also is joined with them. We have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, who unto them, as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kishon, which perished their inward. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a ram, and like Zered. Yea, all their princes, as Zabah, and as Amoni, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, of the Most High, over all the earth. So be it.
Sorry, which means turn. Sisters Yashab. Men, gird up thy loins and prepare to men of Israel.
Gird up thy loins.
Gird up thy loins and prepare to salute the Torah.
You want to say that part right there? That's always very loud.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabarakiyah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Next time, go ahead, you done. Don't be afraid to be here. Everybody's doing good. The door is not going to hit
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
We're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel. Amayim Shabbat, Amayim, Barak.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabarakatah. Yah Matah. Sisters, please stand. Brothers, Saad, turn and face the sisters. We're going to give a one courtesy salute to the sisters, men of Israel. Amayim Shabbat, Amayim, Barak.
Yahweh Shema Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
Yah Matah. Class dismissed.
You all good here?
Get all the stuff off the table, put it in the cabinet, real quick.
My house is. They are expired. You want to have it delivered to your house? Yes.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Oh, okay. How much of this take get those off? Come on. All right. Please stay up here.
That's all. You want to take one of these mics just in case? You wanna take one of these mics just in case?
Let me see if you look the same as you do on Facebook.
You don't need to write the second. You don't need to write the second. You don't need to write the second.